My name's Stephen Wolf, and if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, we love wrestling.
Welcome back. Another section of We Love Wrestling. We talk about the things that we love here. Y'all know the guy we got here today. He's been here a couple times. It's probably his fourth time here. You know what I'm saying? The Wolf of Wrestling. Used to be, well, he's still the leader of the pack. That used to be one of his monikers. We have today Stephen Wolf. How are you doing today, sir?
Hey, man, it's a beautiful Monday. Chilling, don't have to work today. Can't complain. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, man. I can't help but notice because, we used to be in the Midwest. You ventured away from the Midwest. I see the sun shining out there for you. How's it down there in that Texas area?
Man, it is 75 degrees right now. It's supposed to get up to about 80 degrees. Man, it's beautiful. I miss the Midwest. It has my heart, but man, I am so fine with not being in that 5 degrees, 20 degrees, whatever you guys are at right now. I'm chill here.
That's what you, whatever. Yeah, wow. Okay, Steve, that's what you doing.
Well, man, do you blame me?
I don't.
Do you blame me?
I'm a little jealous. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. So being in the Texas area now, coming from the Midwest, I'm gonna just come off top and ask, which one you like better?
See, and that's the thing is it's two completely different monsters. It's weird. Like, so the Midwest, it's more about I'd say moments, getting those crazy like spots, trying to make sure you can get your name out there, and like, the cooler the gift, the better. But what I found down here in Texas, it's more story built, and it's more like about building the local guys up to make them mean more. Like, I'm sure like BK, Brian Keith or Mysterious Q, like they really hone their craft down here in Texas. And now everybody all around the US is like seeing them and seeing what they can do. And yeah, they can do that crazy style of like, putting a bunch of moves together and making the ultimate pop, but they also got like that nitty gritty, like make you feel type of intensity too, which I feel like is lacking a little bit in the Midwest, that Texas is really killing at doing so. So one's not better than the other. It's just really more preference.
For the people watching, they've heard me say this before. So if we did like an Illinois versus Texas, which side you repping?
Bro, that it's funny. You're not the first person to say that. And like me, I'm a big comic book guy. Like, my first thing that pops off is like in the comic books, when it comes to Marvel, like Civil War, Spider-Man, he's like, part of, Team Iron Man, then he's Team Captain America, just getting pulled apart back and forth. That's what I feel right now. I feel like I'm Peter Parker, and I have to choose a side, and I don't know if I can or not, but truth be told, if my wife's on one side, I kind of got to go to that one, right? So, I got to do what I got to do.
Oh, not like this, Steve. Oh, not like what. We'll hopefully have his wife on here so we can find out. She also was in the Midwest, and I asked her this. And at the time, I'm hurt right now, Steve.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We get past that. We get past that. But I can say this, when you was in the Midwest, you had some downtime. You was out and everything. You get in Texas. You popped up in Texas on me. I didn't know you moved to Texas, and I'm like, no, wait a minute. Stephen Wolf is over here facing a lot of these people in Texas and everything. What's going on here? Like just trying to get acclimated with the area.
Mm-hmm.
Was there something that you wanted to do going to Texas that you have been able to do?
Man, honestly, when it comes to being in Texas, the thing that I really wanted to do was hone my craft and be able to train like with the best. Over in the Midwest, like everything was great, but the truth be told, the closest ring to me was probably like 3.5 hours away. And so I'd be training in like, like old warehouses and stuff like that to try to like, cut the drive down and stuff like that. But now here down in Texas, I have a ring that's 35 minutes away from me. New Texas Pro, they got their contender series and stuff like that. They run out of the Houston Premier Arena. That's where like now I'm being able to train and be able to really like hone in my stuff. And I will say in the last, I think I've been here for about 10 months now. I've been able to get in way more like, whether it be like seminars or just training underneath the right people or being in a group of guys that really want to go out and kill it. That's what I've really been focusing more on while being here in Texas. And I've definitely been able to do it.
Said training, getting it right. I recently saw a picture, Gabe Sapolsky, from wasn't he working with you back when you was at Woody Ball?
Yeah, he was.
So how does it feel, that these many years later he's out there having these training sessions? He's back out there. He's having training seminars. He's on Twitter talking to people, and then I see both of y'all in the picture together and had his arm right around you. How does it feel to be able to link back up with him and go to those training sessions?
Dude, it's cool. So like as you know, when I've first started with Evolve, that's exactly how I got discovered. I did one of the seminars. And luckily Gabe picked me. I was able to get demolished by Austin Theory in like 5 minutes or less. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube somewhere. But like my mindset and mentality back then was, I just got to do like the coolest stuff, the crazy stuff I can do and make sure that I can get it. And since Gabe's seen me and seen how I progressed and stuff like that, even going from Evolve to I didn't really like spoke too much about this on a podcast or anything like that. But even when I was supposed to go over to WWE, like he was with me every step of the way, and then found out about my neck and had to get surgery and stuff like that. And Gabe was still the coolest guy about it. He's like, hey man, I'm always going to be here for you. If you need anything, call me. Like I got you. And then seeing him be able to do what he does again, loving it back at the company where he's at. And, I saw him at the training seminar. And the funny thing is like, I was there to help out. He didn't even know that I was going to be there. And he was like, oh shit, Wolf, what are you doing here? And I was like, this is where I live now, man. And so being able to catch up with him and just reminisce about old times and really kind of help the younger guys realize like, oh, hey, like I started exactly where you are too. And now like, Gabe's up to bat for me. So, keep busting your hump and then you'll be able to get exactly where I am. So seeing Gabe again really, truly was like awesome. He's a great guy.
Now, just a little bit ago, you said New Texas Pro.
Mm-hmm.
New Texas Pro been giving you some blockbuster matches out there.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about? Yeah, I could ask you this now. You know what I'm saying? You, Chris Bay, Mysterious Q.
Mm-hmm.
How was that match for you? Because I watched it about 2-3 times, and I was like, "Yo, they out here moving and grooving."
Oh man, that was it was dubbed the Black Excellence Triple Threat.
Okay, the Black Excellence. Okay, I'm with it.
And man, it was so much fun. Like when that got announced, especially at the anniversary show, like all three of us were ready to like pop off and go for it. And I'm a little bit different down here in Texas, where I'm primarily just like working heel and just working as a bad guy. And you got Chris Bay, who's now a member of the Bullet Club and doing his own thing. And like Q is just this giant dude that's ready to like mess anybody up any point in the day. And so, me and Bay were like, you know what, let's just try to take him out. It's whatever. He's a big dude, both of us, no problem. But man, that match was so much fun. Like even just being in the ring and just talking our shit and just having fun was a blast. Absolutely. And Chris Bay is like, that dude's mind for the business is so good. And I know Q, he's just like ready to do anything, anytime, anywhere. So all three of us be able to collab and do that. I know, like it was a blast.
Okay. Because I was like, Stephen Wolf, Chris Bay, Mysterious Q for real, triple threat. New Texas out here clowning right quick. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna be with New Texas going forward?
Yes, sir. That's the plan anyway, right?
Right.
Hoping just show by show be able to show out the best I can. April, they got their big show coming up. I know they got like, BK on it. We got Speedball. We got Titus Alexander.
Speedball.
Oh yeah.
You gonna get that one-on-one Speedball?
I wish, but unfortunately, it's already announced him and BK are running it back to back.
Okay. Down the line, people, let's book Wolf versus Bailey. We need that.
I want that. I need that.
He needs that. See, there we go. Another match, because I saw you at the event, but I think this is the last time I seen you. Black Wrestlers Matter St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a match with Carlie Bravo.
Yep, that's my dude right there. Bad News Tattoos.
With y'all styles, I be on Twitter talking about this. Like, I like to see another one-on-one because y'all styles, it's different, but it meshed.
Mm-hmm.
And I like what y'all was doing in that match. How was it? Well, first off, that was your maybe second Black Wrestlers Matters?
Yeah, it was. Yep, my second Black Wrestlers Matter.
How's it be doing those shows and then facing a guy like Bad News and Tattoos, Carlie Bravo?
Man, it was fun. So the first Black Wrestlers Matter show was a little bit different for me, and I can get into this a little bit later. But when it came to like wrestling the second time at Black Wrestlers Matter, like I felt like I really needed to show out, and I was like, okay, I really need to like prove that like I belong here, that I should be here just with everybody else. And Carlie has the same mindset, but he's more of a smack talker, punch in the face kind of guy, and obviously I'm more aerial and technical and stuff like that. And really trying to, I find like when two styles kind of clash, that's when they really mesh the best, especially when you have two people that have like mind mentality of how is it that we can not just get ourselves over, but be able to really like get the match over and what makes the most sense for this match. And when you have two guys that have that mindset going into it, it's a lot easier. And Carlie's got a bunch, like 1,001 ideas. So I'm like, all right, let's just do like 5 or 6 of those, bro, and we're done.
You in Texas, you a heel a lot?
Yeah, primarily I'm really a heel everywhere I go besides Inspire AD now. They got me I'm tag teaming with Exodus Prime. And it's an interesting dynamic because I'm the baby face, but he's a heel. So both of us trying to do our thing together. It's fun. I can tell you that much.
What's going on, Steven? You like being a heel now? Because I mean, we saw some of your heel work in the Midwest. You and your now wife team pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is this what you want to do? Because if I look at you, I'm like, yo, he could be like a Ricky Steamboat baby face. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you healing it up. Like, is that where we going now with your career?
It's funny you say Steamboat because he's like one of my all-time favorite legends, period. But no, man, it's just when I came down to Texas and specifically like after my neck injury, I really wanted to just change up my style and change up like how I wrestle, both to be safer and really to get more out of it than what I was previously. And being down here as a heel, it's like, okay, now I can't just be like, F you, F that, and put up the middle finger and like, your baby sucks or whatever the case is. But down here now, like as a heel, like it's just so much fun, bro. Like it's just a different mindset and mentality when you go out there. I'm so used to like, being that baby face and being like almost like a superhero that like flies through the air and stuff like that. But when you get to like get into somebody's face and have them like genuinely hate you, like there's a show on my birthday at New Texas and the crowd actually did sing happy birthday, but then immediately followed it with a fuck your birthday chant. So I'm like, yeah, bro. Like I'm sitting there like, this was nice, but fuck all y'all. Dude. And it like, when you get to like a certain point as being a heel in the ring, man, if you're not having fun and you're not pissing everybody off, then you're not doing it right. And I will say it's a lot more fun.
What would be the most Heelish thing you've done so far?
Oh, there's this little kid. He's like 7 or 8. His name's Colton. He comes to every single one of like every Texas show that's in Houston. And he came up to me. It was like the first time that I was an actual heel. He came up, he had like a Stephen Wolf sign. He's like, hey. I walked up to him, I was like, hey, little buddy. I grabbed his sign, just ripped it in front of his face. And and bro, like during the match, you can see him over in the corner just like crying. And I felt horrible, but I was like, listen, kid, you gotta learn sooner or later about life. And that's just it.
Oh, he really said F them kids.
Dude, if it's good enough for Michael Jordan, it's good enough for me. I'm telling you.
Oh my goodness. So we have a new person, Dora. She usually joins us. She asks some random questions. So I'm gonna ask like 3 of her random questions to you, just so people can get into your mind a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I got to talk because you're in Texas now. What's your favorite food?
Oh, my favorite. Now it's got to be birria tacos. I don't know if you ever heard of those, but they're basically like if you dipped a taco in just like the nectar of the gods and then had that as a side soup, it's the best thing ever.
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I've only had that once in life though.
I've had it twice. The first time I was like, this is what I want for the rest of my life. The second time was on my birthday, and I probably ate like 15 of those, dude. And I was just like keeled over, but I was like, this is the best day of my life.
Oh man, what animal? If you could be reincarnated as an animal, what animal would you be reincarnated as?
I mean, the first thing that pops in my head is a wolf. Come on now.
When I was asked the question, I was like,
No, but to make it a little bit more difficult, I would say probably a gorilla. Just because of the fact that one, like they're obviously huge, they're ferocious, you don't mess with them. But like on the softer side, all they want to do is just protect their family, make sure everybody is good, make sure all the kids, all the women, everybody is fine. They're a protector. And they really are like family oriented. And that's what I love about wolves too. But gorillas, man, they just got that dog in them. And plus, growing up watching Tarzan probably like once a week probably didn't help that at all. But man, I'd say gorilla for sure.
What is your favorite smell?
My favorite smell.
This is not a question I would ask.
No, you're good. That's a tough one, bro. I don't even know why I'm tripping. Like, it's you ever walk into a Whataburger? Like that's a thing down here in Texas.
I know what Whataburger is.
Mm-hmm. And I found that to be my new love now. So like anytime I walk into a Whataburger, that's the first smell that kind of pops in my mind, or a smell that I enjoy because I just walk in, I was like, and immediately get hungry. Immediately.
Okay, I got a little beef with Whataburger, but let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Absolutely. Are you an In-N-Out guy? Is that what it is?
Oh no, In-N-Out is trash to me.
Okay, good.
But Whataburger and In-N-Out, they both give me the same issue. What's up with they fries? You like the fries at Whataburger?
Oh yeah, I like the fries. What's the problem with fries?
Like they fries and In-N-Out fries, I don't know, man. It's like maybe because I like crinkle fries now, because Culver's up here be giving us them crinkle fries or like some rally fries. But when I come down there, it's like little shoestring fries, and I can only eat a few of them. Then I'm like, just give me the burger. That's what I'm here for.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. The fries, like, the burger is the most important part. Let's be honest. The fries, when they're hot, they're really good. But when they get cold, they're not the greatest. I will be able to admit that.
You had one of them chicken sandwiches from Whataburger?
Chicken sandwich? No, I've had I've had like the double. I've had like the sweet and spicy. I had the bacon blue cheeseburger for quite a while.
Sweet and spicy, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. The bacon blue cheese was really good. They only had that for like a limited time, but I want that back so bad.
Bacon and blue cheese?
Mm-hmm. I'm not a big blue cheese guy, but like that burger just be hitting.
That's what I'm not a big blue cheese guy either, but I'm like with the burger, that might be something different.
Mm-hmm.
You might have to check that out.
It is, bro. It is.
What? Okay, what's that they got down there at the gas station? You a Bucky's guy?
Oh, Bucky's? Oh man. Yeah, you have to be, really. like so you're from the Midwest, so like Bucky's is like Casey's on steroids and HGH. Like it's absolutely insane. Like the first time I walked in there, I was like, why is this gas station a literal Walmart? But you gotta it's like a wave, man. You just kind of have to like ride it and just accept it. There's this giant beaver just walking around in a mascot suit, just like smiling, taking pictures with everybody, and it's intense, man. But I love Bucky's. I actually just went to Bucky's like 3 days ago. For gas.
I was on a road trip and somebody was like, you gotta stop at Bucky's, man. Again, I'm like, I stopped and it overwhelmed me because I'm like, yo, I'm just here to get gas. I wasn't really here to see all of this. And then I looked at the time. I was like, I done spent 45 minutes in this store.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
on my road trip. Like, no.
This is the bee.
Like the beaver. I don't did that. And what's the other one they got in Florida? Wawa.
Oh, yeah, Wawa.
Can't mess with them either. Let's keep going. Your favorite song right now?
My favorite song right now. What's it called? Like, hold on, got 1 second. And then it's off of like my workout playlist. So I'm like I said earlier, I'm a big comic book guy, but I'm also a big anime guy. Uh, and there's this one song on my playlist that just like gets me so hyped, and I'm sure like nobody actually even really knows it. But let me try to find it. Oh, yeah, it's called All Night from None Like Joshua. It's basically about like My Hero Academia.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my jam right now, bro. I listen to it every workout and every single time. I'm just like, all right, I got this shit. Like,
all right. Well, this just popped in my head because we talking about anime and games. If y'all go in the archives on We Love Wrestling, before he got his PS5, we asked a question and we found out about this. Just so happens it's something that I can ask Steven that I think he already know about, but I just want to know. Have you pre-ordered the new Zelda game yet?
No, but I do know it comes out in 82 days specifically.
Okay.
So with that being said, it's definitely on the top of my mind.
Okay. Because I saw it and I was like, ooh, I know a lot of Zelda fans out here. I don't know who the biggest one, but I know a big one. And okay, 82 days. Make sure you get that.
Yeah, for the people at home, just so you know, my wife bought me a PS5 for Christmas, and I think this is the last time I was on We Love Wrestling, so that was like quite a bit ago. And
oh yeah,
it's been quite like when they first came out when you couldn't find them and shit. And somehow my wife Hyan, she found one and she got it to me for Christmas. Now she also happens to be a giant Legend of Zelda fan with a new game coming out. Dre, I appreciate you trying to drop them hints for her, but don't worry, I got it on lock.
I know you got it on lock.
I have to really at this point.
I need to know for myself just to make sure, you know. If it ain't right, it's like, hey, Hyan is such a big Zelda fan. She got a Hyan shirt that's in Zelda form and a button or something.
She got a pin that says like the Legend of Hyan. She got a shirt that has like kind of the same gimmick, and also she has a Legend of Zelda tattoo on her wrist.
I did not know that. Does she really?
Oh yeah, it's a little. Yeah, she wears her gauntlets, so I guess you don't really see, but yeah, she has a little Legend of Zelda tattoo.
That's a real deal. Like I'm a Zelda fan, so shout out to that, yo. That's what's up. I did not know. The more you know. Steven, what would be your favorite cartoon character?
Cartoon character? Ooh, see, like I said, I'm an anime guy, so
anime works too.
Okay, well that's easy. Vegeta.
Yes.
So like, yeah, bro. I can tell like I have like a type when it comes to like characters like that. Like Vegeta's my favorite, Bakugo from My Hero, or even like Zuko from like Avatar: Last Airbender. Like those three are like my go-tos. And I'm like, okay, I can see that they all have a similarity of just like way too much pride that they can hold themselves to a higher standard and stuff like that, which, you know, I kind of feel like I do too. Like I want to make myself the absolute best. And these characters are the ones that kind of emulate that. So I'm like, that's why, you know, I kind of gravitate to them. But yeah, Vegeta for sure. Prince of all Saiyans, no doubt.
I collect Funko Pops and I only got one Dragon Ball Z one, and it's a silver Vegeta that they had at a San Diego Comic Con that somebody got for me. And I was like, yo, you don't even know what you just did right now. Because I don't really talk about anime, but yeah, Vegeta is my dude. Him and Trunks, boy. I mess with Trunks heavy too. Oh, Steven, we about to go here.
Okay.
Fly stories out here. 3 bad wolves and everything, right? So we got you being a wolf of wrestling. If you had to choose 2 other people to be wolves with you in your group, if you had a group, who would you choose? Any wrestlers out here? Nobody's off limits.
Any wrestler for the quote unquote wolf hyphen pack, because the other ones,
you see it. Hyphen pack.
That's why I said leader of the pack, bro, because I can't get the wolf pack. That shit don't work. I ain't trying to get that cease and desist. But I'd say a couple guys. So how about this? I'll do a couple guys from the Midwest, a couple guys from Texas. That way we can kind of even it out and balance it out. Okay. So number one,
sides, guys.
Yeah, I try not to pick sides, bro. So from down here, I'd say Mysterious Q, got to get that big man.
Need that.
You know, then also from down here, I'd probably say he's like a lesser known guy, but his name's Timor. Tracy Moore. He's part of the 8th Day down here in New Texas. The dude's got explosion like you wouldn't believe.
Timor?
Yeah, his name's Timor. Yeah. It's crazy, right? But then let's I'll just do an all Texas one. How about that? Because all I'm thinking is like people and then Fly Def, they were on the Black Lives Matter show as well.
I know Fly Def, the most underrated tag team out here. I think they got 5 championships out there in the Texas area.
Got to put them in the crew too. And fun fact, Warren from Fly Def, he's actually from Springfield, Illinois. So we both actually came up like around the same time. He just moved to Texas 5 years before I did. Me and him actually have a couple. I think there's like 1 or 2 matches out there where we face each other like when we're real young. Somewhere out there in the ether. I'm sure it's on YouTube. Somebody can find it. But yeah,
Fly brother Warren J. Okay.
Yeah, he's a Midwestern boy at heart.
I don't
know how long he's been in Texas.
I ain't even know it. Okay. So that's your group, Fly Def.
Yeah,
Timor.
So me, Fly Def, Timor, Mysterious Q.
Mysterious Q.
That's a solid 5, right?
Yeah, that's a solid 5 right there. I got to ask about this though. So you and this guy, you know what I'm saying, he's way bigger than you and everything, but y'all was going move for move in this match. I saw, both y'all jumping over the rope at the same time. Y'all was dealing with a tyrant where this match had took place. I had him on, we talked about you a little bit, Edge Stone. How's it being around that guy?
Edge Stone, that dude is a ball of energy, I will say. Like literally doesn't matter if you're in the locker room, in the ring, that he's a clown and he's a character for sure. But he really does like help push guys to the next level. Like he's a personal like fitness trainer, and he's actually been helping me out with my look the last couple months and getting me right. So I got nothing but good things to say about Edge.
So you know, Gary started bodybuilding too, are you, Steven?
Oh no.
Oh,
bro. I mean, I know guys that look good and stuff like that, but I'm a $185, $190. I'm not trying to be out there, and I wear long tights. I don't wear the Speedos, bro. I can't be standing on stage like that.
I'm just saying, everybody, they be like, got in the gym, start working out, think I can do a little bodybuilding, got to find out if that's what you're trying to do.
Nah, bro, I'm just trying to wrestle, and then whatever I can do without getting my face looking like, like beef jerky. Like respectfully to all the bodybuilders, like all their stuff, just like all that looking all tan and nasty, like that's not for me. Respectfully, like I know it's for everybody, but nah.
If I don't ask about this, then I wouldn't be doing this conversation right at all. Because one of the last times you was on here, we had a whole forum about mental health and everything. First, I'd like to ask, everything going good with you?
Yeah, everything's going really well. And like I said before the show even kicked on, originally we were supposed to have this talk on Friday, Thursday it was, but my anxiety, like I have both depression and anxiety, it was getting too much for me, and I really appreciate you being able to reschedule this for today when we're recording. But other than that, man, everything's been great. Texas has really done a lot, just kind of breaking my mentality of just like being in the cold, dreary and stuff like that, and really being able to focus when it comes to that. Because
dreary, man.
Hey, it's true though. It's true. And I know since the last time we talked, I actually have been going through like a lot of like stuff like mental health wise, and whether it be like, losing my dad or my dog, or, just finding out family stuff and all that, man, it's been a trip, but luckily with like proper medication, going to see a therapist, and really just taking the steps to help myself, like I've been able to come through it. And that's what I recommend for like anybody. going through mental health stuff is being able to go see a therapist, see somebody that you can actually talk to or that you trust, and be able to go from there.
Steven's always the advocate for people to make sure they take care of their mental health. I remember he told us one of the times, like, if anybody on there having issues with their mental health and just need somebody to talk to, just send a message. I know a lot of people don't feel comfortable, like, oh, I don't know y'all to do that. But I realized just talking to people sometimes, that helps them out a lot. Because I had somebody tell me that just being able to come to shows and me and them like fellowshipping and just seeing me at shows and being around and talking to them, that's like, you don't know how much that helps every time that we see you, because I've known you for so long. So to still see you out here and see everything happening, that helps me out. I'm like, yo, Trey's coming. Okay, cool. And just if you can be there for somebody, not even knowing what you're doing, just being around, that could help people out. And like you said, we did cancel last week. If people looked at the Twitter, y'all could probably see something was going on with me last week also. So, my mental wasn't there, but, being around friends and family, trying to ask what went on, what I'm saying, helps a lot. So if you ever have any mental health problems, do not hesitate to reach out to somebody, and don't think you soft or anything for reaching out to somebody, because it's all about making sure everybody good.
No, absolutely, man. That's like my biggest thing is, no matter how many hours I've been up, no matter how many hours I've been traveling or whatever the case is, like I'm always going to try to put my best foot forward when it comes to people, because you don't know what kind of day that person's having. Man. You saying thank you or excuse me or like, oh, hey, how's it going? Just simple stuff like that can really brighten somebody's day. And you don't know, like that might mean nothing to you, but it might mean everything to somebody else. So it's always good to just like be thinking about somebody else. And that's kind of that's the foot that I try to put forward the most.
He's a real deal, guys. Thinking about somebody else. I'm thinking about 3 people right now, Steven. I'm thinking about 3 in 2023. That's a little thing I'll be doing. Is there 3 people that you want to face in 2023?
3 people that I want to face in 2023? Yes, absolutely. There is, we already named one, Speedball, Mike Bailey.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Another one that I feel like I'd have a really, really good match with is Titus Alexander.
Yo, Titus Alexander goes crazy. And when I saw him, I was thinking of that match between y'all two. Man, he be out there at West Coast Pro, and he came up to Black Label Pro. And I, like, first time seeing it, I was like, yo, okay, I see what you're doing. I like the style. I got a little too hype. I'm sorry, Steven. Okay. We
don't worry about it. We love wrestling around here, so don't even worry about it.
Hey, we there.
And third person, I'll always put him on my list of stuff just because it's more of a goal than anything else. But my third in 2023 would be Shelton Benjamin.
The GOAT.
Facts, bro. The golden standard. The golden standard will never, ever be anything less for me, anyway.
I was on Twitter the other day, and somebody said, like, every 3 or 4 months, somebody put up some clips of Shelton Benjamin, and it just blows up and is just so many views. And like, the man still looks the same. Like, you just got to appreciate what the man's out here doing.
Well, that's the thing, man. Like, his face looks the same, but it's like he's bigger than he's ever been before, and he's still like moving cat-like reflexes and stuff, bro. Like, Shelton Benjamin is one of the greatest to never hold a world title, bro. I'm telling you.
Talk about it. He needs to hold a world title. Man, I got a whole plan of how we could get him to the world title. If WWE want to call me, he's the last one, I say, from that 5 that came from OVW that should have had the world championship, and hasn't had it yet.
Yeah, because it was like him, obviously Brock, John, Cena, Batista, Orton, and it's those 5.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, Shelton need to be on that list. Let's quit playing, but
show some love,
man. The gold standard. But he is getting some love now. He just had a match with Damon Kemp. Both from University of Michigan, and he just, I think, didn't they just do his 20-year anniversary? Which is crazy,
insane to think about, man. Like, I used to have his action figure like when I was like running around in like elementary school and stuff like that, bro. It's like see him 20 years later still doing it. I'm like, okay, this is top tier. This is exactly because I mean, there's been a bunch of guys that have been to the top since then, and you don't hear about them at all anymore. Like they don't wrestle, they just live in everyday lives, which is fine. But when you got somebody with the talent and the pedigree of Shelton Benjamin, still out there killing it. It doesn't matter if it's on Raw or if it's on main event. Like he's still doing his thing constantly. That's when you realize, like, okay, like there's something about this dude that's different, and he's got that dog in him. Like, there's no other way to put it,
And shout out to him and Cedric. I think they just got a win last week. Might be reforming some type of hurt business out here. I'm coming in my suit if it forms back up. People don't
Dog, I'm telling you, on Saturday when I was watching the Chamber, I had like 5 or 6 things in my mind. I'm like, all right, well, if this happens, then like definitely Cedric and Shelton can come out and help Bobby and do this and that. And I was like, please, just give me the one. Just give me one more time. That's all I need. I was like, I just need Hurt Business versus Bloodline before Bloodline implodes. Like, I need it.
I need that too. Man, we got to get there. Ooh, Steve, I ain't going to ask that because we already know. Might as well go ahead and pat my stats, though. Let's see. The Rock or Stone Cold?
The Rock.
Yep. That is 13 for The Rock, and Stone Cold is at 5. Food question. Do you eat grits?
Yes.
Oh, man. So this is all because of a group chat. Started this happened when we was talking about wrestling and people was talking about food we gonna have when we go to an event or something, and grits came up. So do you put salt on your grits or sugar?
I will say I put sugar. Look, man, I can't help it. All right, that's what I was told to do, so that's why I started. And somebody told me salt, and I was like, really? I still haven't tried it with salt. I will admit that.
Salt, pepper, butter, maybe some cheese if you want to get down like that.
Okay, I put butter, put cheese. I need salt and pepper though.
Yeah, man. So we now tied 3-3. Salt, sugar. I'm hurt.
I was gonna say, yeah, I can definitely tell you're a salt guy.
Yeah, I mean, I tried it with sugar, but I told him the only people I've seen put sugar in their grits is like my family in South Carolina. But then I've also seen them put sugar on rice. And it all messes me up when I'm looking. I'm like, man, don't they like it? It makes it better. I'm like, if you say so, but not for me, I can't do it. But we won't hold that against you, Steven. We will not hold that against you. But we're gonna go to the last spot. We're gonna get you up out of here real quick though, since you said sugar on your stuff. This is just a over moment. You know what I'm saying, Steven? You gotta let them know your social media.
Yeah, absolutely. So
coming up.
Yeah, I try to keep it as easy as it possible for everybody. It's at Stephen Wolf 309 on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And TikTok as well, because I'm on there now. This weekend I got Inspire AD. It's going to be me and Exodus Prime taking on the Texas Pillars of Mysterious Q and Brian Keith in a tag team action. So you guys definitely got to come out to Austin, Texas and check that out. That's this Sunday on the 27th. Other than that, man, I'm actually back in the Midwest for TSW over in April. I don't know if they've in March 11th. They haven't announced it yet, but I'm actually going to be there as well. It's over in Ohio, actually.
TSW.
Yeah, Tri-State Wrestling. It's a relatively newer company, but
I've heard of them. They got I think somebody was just on one of their shows.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they're bringing in Ted DiBiase at their next show.
I think I seen the poster for that. You gonna be on the show?
Yes, sir.
You're gonna have to check that out then. Okay.
And also back in Illinois as well in April for the Dreamwave anniversary show as well. Coming back home for that.
Dreamwave, yes, that was the Illinois company I was looking at one time. They had this fire match set up. You know who you facing yet?
I don't know who I'm facing yet, but they got the likes of, again, like Speedball Mike Bailey. They got like Alex Shelley. They got Gringo Loco on the show. They have so many guys. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they just had a show. Wasn't Vikino on the last show, I think?
Yeah, yep.
I go crazy, y'all.
It's insane. So I know Dreamwaves, they took a little bit of a hiatus off. That's really the company that I started with. And man, since then they have been they hit the ground running with their comeback. And I can't wait to come back to it.
They definitely are running on the ground, because I don't know when that card was, but I looked at the poster and I was like, yo, how they got all these people on this card right now? You see some people, but then you like, wait a minute. They got this little bit, that's too many people right there. But yeah, shout out to Dream Wave, all about it. Stephen Wolf is back in the mid.
Back home, baby.
You don't have to pick, though.
What was that?
You're going to have to pick.
I'm going to have to pick?
Yeah, man. At some point, you're going to have to pick Texas or the Midwest.
You know what? I will make that decision, but it ain't going to be today.
Okay.
I'm a heel now, baby. I can't give you what you want. Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, that he not do.
I do now, man.
He just went to Texas and changed. No. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Steven, the last question I always ask is, what's the one thing that you're addicted to?
One thing that I'm absolutely addicted to, winning. No, the thing that I'm absolutely 100% addicted to, I will say, is the gym, bro. Like, I can't not go. If I don't go, then my whole day is completely out of whack. Like, I will say that and Cocoa Pebbles. So 2 things, the gym and Cocoa Pebbles. You can ask anybody. I have a box of Cocoa Pebbles every night before I go to sleep. It's all
for real.
Oh, not a box, bowl.
I go through like a box. Say, wait a minute. I'm gonna say that's the issue right there. A box? My goodness.
Yeah, my doctor doesn't like it either. No. So a bowl a night, at least one a night. I got to get my Cocoa Pebbles in. That's my fix. That's my addiction.
I can dig that.
Could be worse. Could be a lot worse.
Last question. I'm still my mind's still like, a box of Cocoa Pebbles. Like, it was wrong. Stop.
That's my fault. It's my fault.
Last question we got here before we get out of here. Steven, I always ask wrestlers, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have so much going on with your day. Y'all busy. Thank you for taking your time out to do this with us. But is there anything in wrestling going on right now that you like?
Anything going on in wrestling that I like right now?
Because a lot of time y'all don't get to watch wrestling or TV and keep up with it like that. So I always like to.
No, man, I appreciate that. It's actually crazy to think of what do you like about wrestling versus what you don't like. I mean, just like everybody, bro, this whole Bloodline story, it is cinematic what they're doing. Absolutely cinematic. And you can say what you want about like WWE, their product, whatever. That right there is professional wrestling. I don't know one person that's like, this is kind of stale. This is kind of dumb. No, everybody's like, give these men an Oscar, give them an Emmy, a grant. Like, dude, yeah, definitely the Bloodline storyline, and Sami Zayn. Like, let's put him in there too. Listen,
there's so many twists with that story. We still got another twist to go because we don't even know what's going on after the Elimination Chamber. My goodness,
it's literally, it's just like I can't even put it in words how good it is. Like, that's what professional wrestling should be on every form, every fashion. Doesn't matter what the show, what the company, like, it should engage you in like that emotionally, like mentally, physically, everything should be. That's what a storyline should be. That's what I love about wrestling.
And it's good because every time a segment or something come out, it's the talk online. It's like, oh man, Bloodline. I'm trying to get my hands in Bloodline to be in part of this storyline to go down one time. Because man, whew.
Right? Gotta take that 23andMe and find out if you're like part Samoan, see if you can come in. That's what it is, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I told him, you know what I'm saying? I know I got a little something in me because, but I don't know. I'm trying to see if I can be a Noah or Fatu. It don't even matter. Yeah. Steven, your outlook, man. I think the last time I talked to you was maybe in 2021, and I was just so excited to see you down in Texas because I believe on one of the other ones we talked about, getting the Texas area if you're going to be down there and just seeing you do your thing. Have you wrestled BK yet?
Yep. Me and him actually, we wrestled. It was like 4 or 5 months ago. You can find it online. It's on YouTube. Me and him for the New Texas Pro Championship.
You show right. You did.
You got on YouTube, baby.
I need to see that again. Oh, what do you call that move?
Oh, the that guy? Yeah, I call the Vertigo.
Vertigo.
Yep.
Bro, do you know how many people was talking about that when I posted that clip?
Bro, and I appreciate you reposting that, dude. Like, it's hard in wrestling to stand out or like have like an original idea, and like that just happened to be one of them, bro.
Bro, and I think your wife took it from you and did it one time, bro.
No, she does like a variation of it. She just does like a almost like a sidewalk into a flip into it. But no, it's the back suplex into a. It takes a lot of finesse, bro. Not even Chris Bay could do it. I'm telling you. It takes
bro, you're going crazy out there, bro.
Well, thank you, man. You gotta stay relevant. Gotta stay alive somehow, right?
I mean, the people, they should know you because, yeah, I'm gonna say it. On the independent scene, like every time I see you one of the smoothest workers. You know, you do that move where you go on the rope and you bounce and then you come off and flip the guy and everything when you do the turn.
Mm-hmm.
Like I seen you do it on AEW, but I also got to see you do it live at Black Wrestlers Matters STL, and I'm like, his moves are clean.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you brought out the Vertigo, and I saw you hit the guy with the, oh my goodness, you won a belt at that point when I saw you hit that Vertigo, and I was like, yo, Stephen Wolf is going crazy out here. Like, I expect to see you. Yeah, you said it earlier. I expect to see you with the E at some point, or over in another company somewhere, you know, doing something, but not being no enhancement talent or nothing, like actually making some moves.
Hey man, I appreciate that.
That's what I'm looking for. But Steven, man, we're gonna get out of here. If y'all don't know, I'll put the links in the description down here, but I also put like these little clip things over here where you can click on. This will get to the last spotlights we did with Steven. Make sure you watch out for the Wolf of Wrestling. Y'all hear me say like one of them ones. Steven to me is one of them ones.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Every time I see him, he doing something. I can't wait to see what else next to come. 2023, it's a good year. Steven, again, thank you. I'm Trey D, y'all. And like I always say, if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, we love wrestling. It's too sweet for the culture.
Ooh, I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we. You're not here, you missing out. Is this show?